Welcome, Jackie Lee. This is the Global Digest think tank group. So you are our guest today. So where are you right now?
I know that my complicated background. My father is Hong Kong people, but he used to live in Brunei with his family. And my mother is Malaysian. Because due to some political change and social change, she moved to Brunei with my grandmother for better living condition. At the time, they meet in Brunei in the 1970s. So my mother meet with my father in Brunei. Until now, if we count also their marriage period, they meet 15 years. So you can say that my mother is you can get it. Well, my father passed away last year. We are very upset and depressed with this Sunday news. And so now, I was born in Hong Kong because not all of the Chinese in Brunei successfully obtained citizenship due to the implementation of Malay Islamic monarchy system. And under the system, Chinese are difficult to get citizenship. So most of the Chinese moved to overseas or went back to their hometown before or after independence of Brunei. So my background, you can say that I'm a complicated person. Yes, my friend always describe me. So, and I was born in Hong Kong. I live in Hong Kong, study and work in Hong Kong. But if you ask me which country is your favorite country, I would say that Brunei and Malaysia. Why? Because the lifestyle is not stressful, and you can see that Hong Kong people always ask the question, when can I finish the paying of house debt or the expensive living condition? Yeah.
Probably it's the same. Hong Kong, Korea, Japan is more stress, more pressure for living, right?
Yes. Since I study, since I was young, primary school, secondary school, the society always remind us, remember not to forget public exam, and after finish of public exam, the society also remind us, remember to earn more money for this expensive living conditions. So every Hong Kong people is very stressful. But luckily, my father finished his payment about this house. So we just only spend the expenditure on our living costs. Before I used to work at University of Hong Kong, but just a short period because I haven't obtained the doctorate degree at the time. And I worked there in 2011 and 2012. And then after that, I moved to other place because it was a freelance job, and I held my previous colleges to edit the education material. And after that, because I was appreciated by one professor, he is Professor Chen Qiqi. He used to work as a professor at the Hong Kong Baptist University in the Department of Religion and Philosophy. And he said that, Jackie, your sharing about the Islamic study is interesting. And I encourage you to apply a doctorate degree for yourself. And I asked him, are you sure that I can achieve it? Because I don't believe it. And and after his continuous persuasion, and I started to apply, but I didn't expect that I can get a doctorate degree at the University of Malaya. But unfortunately, the outbreak of COVID-19 and the increasing difficulties on the job seeking in the academic sector caused me not to get position in the academic sector. So, and actually, I had tried it for 3 years, and I don't know why I always fail to obtain a position, and but at this moment I was very upset. I worked as a lecturer at the University of Hong Kong for 4 months in 2023, but it is not a formal university. It is a continuous learning college. And I guess you know what's this type of college. I mean, it's not a bachelor, but it is a high diploma or associate degree, and the teaching method is similar with teaching in university, but just only 4 months. Southwest Research Center was founded by me and my friend, but unfortunately we were unsuccessful obtaining any financial support. We have registered this organization in the police station, because all of the companies or organizations should be registered in the police station in Hong Kong according to the law. And then we registered, I think is 9 years ago, if I don't know me well. 9 years ago, I registered it in Wan Chai, Hong Kong, but we haven't started up yet, because Islamic study is not mainstream in Hong Kong, and you know that only 300,000 Muslims are living in Hong Kong, which include the Indonesian workers, Pakistanis, and Afghans. Yeah, yes. You you do not hear about Afghanistan. I don't know how they move to Hong Kong and some Southeast Asia. But you can say that Hong Kong is an international city, but working for the Islamic study is difficult to find in Hong Kong.
Yes.
So maybe I don't know what choice can I make in the coming future. But currently, I'm working as a welfare worker assistant in the social worker organization for continuing our living expenditure. And actually, I also try to find academic posts during this appointment, because I want to also know that my heart is not in this social worker organization, because I always went back to Malaysia and Brunei with my parents since I was young to visit my relatives. And after the growing up, I also got some friends in Malaysia and Brunei. And then because my unit and spatial background, I'm different with my friends. I got more chance to keep contact with Muslims and minorities in Malaysia and Brunei. So, despite I'm Catholic, I love studying Islamic studies. At first, I studied history and Chinese history while I was in secondary school, but after the studying at the university, because you know that university is a place which can be described as a professional learning place, a professional institute. So it stimulates me to start my my learning on, you can say that it can be explained by my learning experience. And one more important is about the outbreak of the Arab Spring. The Arab Spring is inspiring me to start my academic research, because I can read little Arab language, and I know Arab science Malay writing. So these advantages encourage me to start my academic research about the Islamic study. Until now, it's almost 15 years.
So you speak both Arab language and Chinese, Mandarin Chinese. Hong Kong is a different language, Cantonese.
Yes.
So you speak Cantonese and Mandarin and Arabic.
Mandarin is not very fluent, but I can speak little. I can speak Cantonese, English, Malay, and little Arab.
I mean, in Malay, I mean, a lot of Chinese, they are speaking Cantonese or Mandarin Chinese. Also in
Singapore, they usually speak in Mandarin.
In Malay Chinese, they don't speak Mandarin. Cantonese?
Very diversified because a lot of dialects can be found in Malaysia and Brunei, such as Hakka, Cantonese, Teochew, Hokkien, Fuzhou, Xinhua, and Hainanese. You can have a lot of dialects in Malaysia, but because my mother is a Hakka people, so I can speak in Hakka. Because despite my Hakka language is not so good.
I see. So it's also a lot of language among Chinese community in Malaysia, right? You know, Malaysia, Brunei, they are majority Islam, right? They are Islamic country, Islam religion country, isn't that? You was the
according to the statistics, mostly people in Malaysia, most of them are Malays, but Chinese only occupy 1 to 2% because a lot of conservative Chinese feel that if they accept Islam, they will lose their culture, lost their family surname, and lost their cultural connection with their born family. But I can say that it doesn't matter because Chinese Muslim in Malaysia are still keeping their Chinese culture. They just worship in Islam that they can keep their original culture with their family, like my cousin brother, because he married with Malay people, and he is still speaking in Hakka with my niece.
I see. So Malaysia, Islam. I mean, Islam religion. Indonesia also Islam country in ASEAN. There is 3 countries: Indonesia, Malaysia, Brunei. And I mean, in terms of Islam philosophy and Islam liberalism, and each country may be slightly different, I guess. In Malaysia or even in, in Arab country, compared to Saudi, UAE, and those in Morocco, Tunisia, Turkey. Each country and each region has liberalism. The concept of liberalism is quite different, right? So if you compare nearby country, Malaysia and Brunei, do you see, compared to Malaysia, Brunei, Islam liberalism is more conservative? They are more restricted? How can you say?
Since I was born in Brunei, Malaysia family, I can see the differences between Brunei and Malaysia. Now, in Malaysia, usually they will divide it into 2 parts. The first one is West Malaysia, means the Malay Peninsula, including Kuala Lumpur, Johor, and Penang, and other following states. In this region, you can say that Malays in urban area is more open-minded than Malays in the village because urban Malays accept a lot of open-minded idea in the urban area. Some of them will not wear hijab in the daily life. Some of them just partly wear hijab. And however, in the village area, you can see that most of the Malay people, especially women, continuing wearing a hijab in daily life. You can see the difference. And the second difference is about the avoiding tendency. Every general election, you can see that. Uh, I would say that uh, the Cameron Highland in Malaysia Peninsula define the tendency between urban area and village area. Urban area of Malays in the urban area usually finds more open mind political parties, while the Malays in the village area usually fight the more conservative political party, such as PAS or Party Islam Malaysia, and then and others as small political parties. And the second part is Sarawak and Sabah. We usually call them East Malaysia. This part used to be the territories of Brunei Sultanate, but Sarawak and Sabah were ceded to British people in the 19th century. Thus, they were no longer uh, uh, to get king in the countries under the British protection or the British rules. The British people implement different political system over Sarawak and Sabah. So you can see that the religious compositions in Sarawak and Sabah are different with Malay Peninsula because Muslim is not the most percentage. Muslim just only occupy 1/3 in the population. Previously, Catholic Christianity are more variable and popular in Sarawak and Sabah. So you can see that the toleration of political change or religious change, they perform higher than the West Malaysia. And the first part is Brunei. You can see that current Brunei Sultan is the 28th Sultan since the foundations of Sultan Muhammad Shah in 40th centuries. And the Brunei Sultans continues implementing Malay Islam monarchy in the country. They want to preserve their traditional culture. They don't want to lose the privilege of Malay people, especially the nobles. Thus, the Brunei government continues promoting Islamic culture over the country in order to keep the prolonging of monarchical rules in Brunei. So that's why Brunei's Islam in Brunei perform more conservative than Malaysia, especially after the implementation of the Sharia law in 2013, just only 12 years ago. And thus, Brunei's Muslims perform more conservative than West Malaysia. But it's not a total conclusion because the meritocracy, especially the nobles, and especially who were studying in Britain or the West, these Malay nobles, uh, which were born in Brunei, perform more open mind than the Malay people inside Brunei. They got more chance to witness with this global change. They know the change of the West, and they want to import some open mind and liberal ideas into Brunei, but it's quite hard because sultans hold the total supremacies in Brunei.
And political system and culture. Can you say the it is inseparable between political system and culture in Malaysia or even also in Brunei, because you said whenever related to political, they are most restricted Islamic and they are more liberal concept of Islam religion depend on each political party background. It's inseparable or it's correlated. You want to say like that?
You mean the Islamic practice in Malaysia, Brunei?
Right.
Muslim in Malaysia perform more open mind than Brunei, because maybe Malaysia is not a total religious country, which has been written in constitution, because
Malaysia has Sharia law. You said Muslim Sharia law.
Sharia law is just only available to the Muslim in Malaysia, and not all of the Sharia law will be implemented in Malaysia. Just only family law, and just only the treasury, especially the deaf people and their treasury in Malaysia. But Brunei is not similar, because they call for a total implementation of Sharia law in Brunei. However, this you can say that Sudan wants to guarantee guarantee a pro-Islamic culture in his country. He don't dare to implement totally. Why? Because they need to consider the tourism, especially the international image. And second, now we are not in Brunei now, and even peoples in Brunei also unable to know the total storage of oil production. But the news sometimes reports that the total storage of oil in Brunei is getting lower. So the government wants to change his country, like UAE or Qatar. They also want to transform their country to become more attractive, especially the international image, like Qatar and UAE. They call for a total change, especially the economic reform, especially the investment reform, but they will not change their religion, because Islam is their roots. So Brunei want to refer the Middle East model as the with learning lesson.
Right. So it is, as you said, different between Malaysia and Brunei, all the same Islam religion. Brunei impose Sharia law to everybody in the country, right? But Malaysia only imposed to Islam religion population.
The Sudan provides some power to the law enforcer. This law enforcer usually you can say that is a religious police in Brunei, but they will not call this name. They usually call this them as police as usual. But this kind of policeman or policewoman usually help enforcing the Islamic value to the offenders. For example, if someone was caught for misappropriating sexual intercourse, they will combine the legacy of British law and the running of Islamic law, and usually the multimedia emphasize the Islamic value into this case. This is one of the examples to show that the government wants to promote the Islamic teaching. However, you are unable to do the same thing in Malaysia, because Malaysia is a constitutional monarchy. The people,
Right.
especially the eligible citizens in Malaysia, can vote for their political party. Political leader also need to praise to their followers, and they want to get more votes to prolonging their leadership in the parliament. So this is the difference between Malaysia and Brunei. But actually, Brunei used to fund some political parties, but was banned by Sultan in 1970s.
In Brunei, I don't know, Brunei has any election or there are no election at all.
Yes, yes, but not in the national level, just only in the village level. Sultan is now introducing a village level of election system. Every village can vote a leader for their different village, because you can see that Sultan want to improve the local level administration. He wants to improve the government image. But one secret, not so many people know this. Some Brunei people understand the importance of introducing electrical auto party system, but they are unable.
Because
They don't they will not discuss this opinion, but I know that they also agree with the introduction of a political party system.
so there is any strict regulation or any law to punish whoever introduction electoral system, or is there press freedom or media freedom? If they want to say anything, is possible, or is restriction in Brunei?
All of the multimedias belong to Sudan. I can conclude with this statement. Yeah.
So no private media.
Because all of the multimedia companies were under the administration and supervision of Sudan. Yes, just like the Brunei Times. My mother used to read this newspaper while she was studying in the secondary school, but it was suddenly shut down several years ago. The Brunei government did not disclose related information to the public, but they, according to my friends, it is possible because the Brunei Times always complains the nobles.
You mentioned media is all under control by the Sudan, under Sudan control, and there is no press. Probably it's not exist private sector media, but there are a lot of social media, Facebook and other YouTube or other things. It's allowed, or those social media are restricted in Brunei? How did you see?
Global media in Brunei, seldom to see global media in Brunei, because all of the interview was supervised and undergone in the name of the government. At least I haven't seen the global medias in Brunei. You can say that the government wants to guarantee the social stability in Brunei, but it is undeniable to say that the government take care of the citizens very good. Just like my father, my family went to the hospital, or even my manners studying in Brunei, they provide best material to them. And you can say that Brunei is a welfare country, just like the welfare system in Europe. This is right, but they maybe because you can explain by the social unrest which happened in 1962. We call it Brunei Rebellion, which was said to associated with the protester from Sarawak. And Brunei Sultan also need to consider the importance of geopolitics factor, especially the oil production in Brunei. They want to export oil productions to foreign country and the oil revenues. So I think you can you can say that Brunei is a good country. At least my family will benefit in this country. It is undeniable. But after our family moving to Hong Kong, and especially my mother used to live in three countries, we have comparison, and we know that the differences between Malaysia, Brunei, and Hong Kong. On the other hand, welfare system in Malaysia, sometimes you can say that it's very good, just like the medical care in Malaysia. Local people enjoy only $1 for doctor consultation in public hospital and public clinic. And foreign people just only pay two ringgit, $2 in the public hospital. And additionally, the pills good. Most of the pills import from foreign country. This is one of the advantages in Malaysia. You can say that. And Malaysia adopt constitutional monarchy. People enjoy the right to fight for their leader. This is also good. And then for me, Malaysia is a country so every people can preserve their origin culture. Whether you are Chinese, Indians, Malay, Arabs, or some foreign workers such as Bangladesh, and even Burmese, they can preserve their original culture. But you need to understand an important point. You should not offend Islamic culture because it is an official religion in Malaysia. And yes, this is one of my feelings. For me, Hong Kong is very stressful city because people just only need to learn the importance of working. That they work every day, every time, and even they worry with the working opportunities under the typhoon signal, black rainstorms. They are afraid of losing working days because they were afraid their salary will be deducted by their employer. So, but you will lose happy. You will lose. Yes, you will not be. You will not happy in this city. You just only spend on your time on working and feeding for your family. But we are human. We want to serve. We want to serve for our better living condition, especially happy. And one research also point out that Hong Kong people only record lower happy index. So that's why Hong Kong people, now you can say that salary in Hong Kong is very high. And transportation is high accessible. Education, you can say that is very good. At least the education certificate is highly recognized among the overseas university or college. And for me, Malaysia is Malaysian people enjoy happier life than Hong Kong people because they don't they only suffer religious burdens in daily life due to the political controversy. And other than that, I think my cousins are always happy, at least happier than Hong Kong people.
Right. So I mean, Hong Kong is the richest city, financial city hub,
Yes,
and a lot of money in Hong Kong. But you
yes,
can say even Hong Kong has a lot of money, financial center, but the money not really flow to the ordinary people, and only
mm,
top people are keeping all the money in Hong Kong. How can you say that?
yes. It can be explained by the economic legacy in the 1980s due to the creations of economic miracle, and Hong Kong people earn a lot of money because uh, they would try to work harder. They would try to perform better on their works, especially the service, especially hoteling and catering, especially food. Yes, food is very delicious in Hong Kong. You can say that,
I see.
and now city states can be described as high accessible, uh, better living environment, better education system like Singapore. So that's why Hong Kong people usually uh, compare with Singapore. But for me, Singaporeans are also very stressful because they also spend their time on working.
Brunei case is more welfare society. You should know how to live with Sultan
Yes.
Brunei.
My family used to live in Brunei for a long time. Maybe I heard the stories since I was young, so I do not have any special comments or like the common Hong Kong people. But you can say that Brunei to my family is a very happy nation because my parents were young and they want to get a better future at that time. And other than that, they do not have any negative comments to this country. Because I'm living in Hong Kong, and I got more chance to compare uh, these three places. So I will have my own criteria. I got Hong Kong citizenship since I was born in Hong Kong, because my grandparents' generation connected with Hong Kong,
I see.
and my father to him, Brunei is happier because it was happened during his endless
I see.
for the nationality in Malaysia. They emphasize the biological connection, especially father size. So the paternal connection is a main consideration in Brunei, in Malaysia. But this got changed in the recent 10 years because Malaysian people started to enjoy higher education, and they and especially popular of internet using. A lot of Malaysians women struggle for the succession of citizenship to the children. And in the recent times, they announced that uh, Malaysian citizens who gave a birth to their children overseas should enjoy the rights of citizenship succession. But I'm not sure whether I am eligible because they haven't defined clearly about the age. Now,
I see.
uh, the children under maybe under 20 years old, I think that they are able to obtain citizenship in Malaysia. But I'm not sure the people who age above 20 years old and maybe it can be explained by the political considerations due to the population change. If yes, if the change of population structure is affected by this regulation, and I think it will affect to the political change in long term, especially the voting and occupations of social resources. So it is because Malaysia is a large country with with 33 uh,
3 million.
33 million 33 million people. Yeah, 33.
Right.
I'm not sure. Yeah. So they should consider the utilizations of and allocations of social resource. So I'm not sure whether they will define the age, but I just knew that they passed these regulations 2 weeks ago. I maybe it's correct. Yes, I think 2 years, 2 weeks ago. I'm not sure. And so actually in Asia, most of countries, well, they're talking about nationality. They will emphasize the blood connections with paternal family. And you can see that in Europe and the West, they will not emphasize the blood conditions, but the living condition in this country. This is different between the West and the East. The West country, they emphasize the integrations, especially the cultural integration in your new home. In the East, nationality usually based with the paternal connection.
Right. But in case of Burma, a lot of like Chinese, Indian, they intermarriage with local people, Burmese or those local people. So their descendant children become mixed blood, and if you become longer period, your original blood is no more, because all are mixed blood, so it's become mingling with local people. But if you stay very distantly, if Indian community, they distinguishedly, it will be always problem with local people, because they will say you are not belong to here, you're foreigner. So when they are mingled, that is easier, and there is no problem, I guess.
Mixed marriage is getting popular in Malaysia because you can say that it is an achievement of social integration or an improvement in education. Just taking my cousin as example, he married with Malay people and gave a birth to their daughter. Their daughter, her face performed similar with her father. So you can say that she get Chinese outlook, but this is the biological definition. However, if we are talking about the nationality, some Chinese people, if they have mixed children, especially Malay size, then they will consider how to claim the nationality of their children. Some people say, now I'm not sure whether it is benefits, but they say that if a Chinese boy marry with Malay girl and they give birth to a mixed children, if you prefer Malay Islam, they will enjoy more benefits from the government, especially the education especially the investment or the purchase of house, they will get a higher discount from the government. However, if you are a pro-Chinese marriage, you may not get benefits, or maybe less benefits from the government because they claim a pro-Chinese Chinese race or ethnicity. So Malaysia does not claim Malay Islam as an important important element in the constitution, but you can see some related evidence in the maybe arrangements of education, medical care, housing, or if you want to borrow money for your education payment or financial debts, you can see the differences between Malay and Chinese in Malaysia.
Right. I mean that's always risky, political risky and challenges if not together. I mean, if distinctly living two society, two ethnic group, it will be highly risky and highly challenges, political risky, even as you said in Malaysia and anywhere, either if your wife or yourself and your children all are Chinese, they will say they are Chinese, and if Thailand, there will be Thai, and Indonesia. They never consider as part of society. That is big problem. Probably maybe Hong Kong too, I guess. Either you may see a lot of Philippine or Indonesian in Hong Kong if they are not married to Hong Kong. If they have Filipino husband, Filipino wife, or their family are Filipino, they will never consider part of Hong Kong society, I guess.
No. Hong Kong is very special in the case because you do not need to marry with local people if you want to obtain permanent residency, because you just only need to live more than 7 years, then you can claim this permanent residencies. And I'm not sure Macau is whether is the same, but in Malaysia and Brunei, the government's emphasis the blood conditions more than your living residency at there. This is the difference between Hong Kong and Malaysia, Brunei. So so Hong Kong attracts a lot of people to live there, and you can say that it is because of the business investment or the encouragement of further cooperation between different countries or different cities. And in some extent, you can say that the limitation of claiming residency in Malaysia and Brunei is to protect the basic rights of local people. So I would comment that it is reasonable. But is it comparable? I'm not sure. If you get a working contract in Hong Kong, then you can live there more than 7 years. This is a key point because a lot of transnational companies in Hong Kong like to find some talents overseas, which is beneficial to the company expansion. And some of my friends, including the friends in Kuala Lumpur, they got a working contract in Hong Kong and successfully staying in Hong Kong, and some of them obtain permanent residency in Hong Kong. and especially the Indonesia workers also too. Some Indonesia workers, maybe their Cantonese speaking is good and save a lot of money during the working in Hong Kong. And they become true Hong Kong people and then stay in Hong Kong for further business open. And you can find these similar shops in Wan Chai, Causeway Bay, or Kowloon because they know how to working opportunities in Hong Kong. And but not all of the Indonesian workers or not all of the foreign workers will try to apply because Cantonese speaking is a must criteria in Hong Kong. And Eng- yeah, English speaking is rare in Hong Kong because most of the students in Hong Kong study in Cantonese, uh, except the English schools. In Hong Kong, English schools is less than Cantonese school.
I see.
Despite the legal definition haven't implied this message, but it is a must criteria in daily life. If you want to stay in Hong Kong,
So at least if you can speak English or Cantonese, you can easier to get permanent resident status in Hong Kong. It's something
yes.
like that, and to get easier job.
Yeah. One type is also very unique in Hong Kong. It is the translator in the court. Sometimes the court need to get a translator while they encounter with Indians or Pakistanis or other minorities. Then this kind of South Asia would be very helpful in the court. But I'm not sure how many people successfully get offer in the country.
Hong Kong may be more multicultural and open city probably compared to Korea.
Yes, because Korea import a lot of Confucius culture from China in ancient time. An important example can show it. It was the regime transition between Yuan dynasty and Ming dynasty. Maybe because their locations near to the China, near to China, and local transportation accessible to South to Korea. But for Japan, they need to send to Japan by boat. So the Confucians, you can say that they keep Confucian culture, but they will emphasize higher degree of Japanese traditions in daily life.
Right. So it's invisible things are many here because Confucian cover all those things, all those bad things that's not good. There are many things happen, So that still many practitioner or academician are studying whether Confucian is more problematic or, like you said, some are helpful, but it's more helpful or more bad things. We still have to study Confucian culture case by case and time to time also, old time and this modern time maybe also useful is still questionable of Confucian culture.
I think Hong Kong feature with less Confucius culture because the legacy of British rule is prominent in the history. British government import a lot of West idea in Hong Kong school, and especially the emphasis of justice, peaceful work, and humanitarian value in the education, and the equality between man and female, which cannot be notably found in Korea and Japan.
Right,
And
we have to check out. I cannot conclude Confucian culture is very good, you know.
I don't know how to say that, but Islam is a religious which emphasizes the totally following to Quran and Hadith and loyalty to Allah. In this point, you can say that it's similar to Confucianism, because just the difference is Confucianism emphasizes the loyalty to king, uh, in ancient time, and in the present time, they change to loyalty to your boss. And this point, they are the same. However, Islam emphasizes a total following of Islamic teachings in daily life, especially the foods, your conduction, your morality, your speech, because they then this is at this point you can say little bit similar to the New Confucianism, which was originally in Song Dynasty. They emphasize a total entirely uh, consistent, including your speech, your mind, your behavior, all are fully matched with the Confucianism. This idea was getting popular after Song Dynasty. And Islam, the Islamic culture also emphasizes loyalty to Allah. You can say that the Mongolian invasions devised all the Islamic culture, and thus the Abbasids and Ajusi were collapsed. And after that, Muslim people want to find a solution from the religion. Thus, they turn to uh, find whether they can get information from religions. They believe that loyalty to Allah, Quran, and Hadith might be a best way to save the country. This idea was very popular after the Europeans imperialism in 17th centuries. And most of the colonies, like North Africa, East Africa, West Africa, Middle East, or Central Asia, a lot of Muslim intellectuals emphasize the following of traditional Islamic teachings and cause the modern age the Islamic revivism.